the picture mic. Nah, I'm just kidding. But do take a screenshot wherever it says screenshot. I know a lot of you guys ask me what products, what tools, and what blow dryer I use. This is a blow dryer. Take a screenshot, guys. So getting into the video, oh, I forgot to introduce myself. Hi guys, and welcome back to another YouTube video. In today's video, we will be doing regular knotless braids. So this is the same girly as we used before for the large or jumbo knotless braids, but this is regular knotless braids. So what I didn't film off camera, because I know some of you like to say this a lot, but I do shampoo about 90% of my clients. There are select few who do come in pre-shampooed, but for the most part, I do shampoo about 90% of them. That is a service I do offer. So I pre-shampooed her and conditioned her. And what you see me doing now is detangling her. When you are dealing with curly hair, guys, make sure you are detangling from the tips to root. I know you kind of see me aggressively grabbing her hair. I'm just grabbing it to make sure when I do pull the hairbrush through, it's not pulling from her scalp and she feels pain. So make sure you're properly detangling curly hair. Yeah, and now you see me using the blow dryer going in. I go through, my method is a little different than some, but I go through a couple times with the roots just to make sure we're drawing the roots, because I find a lot of the time my clients with thicker hair textures, the water likes to sit on the roots. So by the time I get to the tips, the roots have curled back up. So I just make sure that I really get those roots in first before I make my way down the hair shaft all the way to the tips. Sorry, this is going super fast. I left this in regular speed, just trying to catch up, because I find a lot of the times, like I'm very poor at explaining YouTube videos sometimes, but leaving this in regular speed, I think it allows me to catch up. So I didn't show the whole process of me blow drying her hair, but this is what it looks like when I'm finished, nice and thick. So here you see me sectioning. This is how big we're doing. We're doing medium size knotless braids. So this is how big roughly each section should be, or how thick each section should be. I believe it's a total of six or seven, maybe 8 different rows. I gotta think. I want to say it might be 6 actually. It's about 6 rows all the way to the top of the crown. So now we are in the middle. I had to do a couple rows first, but now we're in the middle. Now what you see me doing, pro tip. Before you do each section, like when you're starting the first braid in each row, make sure you are starting in the middle and doing brick layer. That is going to save you time later, and make sure that you have like a congruent amount of braids on each side. So for example, this is in the middle. As you can see, this row is in the middle, so this has an odd number of braids, but it's gonna have I want to say it's 4 to the left and 4 to the right. So this just kind of ensures that it's congruent and it's even, and that you don't have thicker pieces and smaller pieces in some of the rows. So what you saw me do was section out a square that was fairly even, and if you notice, the square kind of sits in the middle, like the line is in the middle of the row beneath, to make sure that that's how I kind of gauge and make sure that each quadrant or square is congruent. But what you see me doing now is adding in product, and then I am sectioning the section into 3 as if I'm going to start braiding. And now I'm taking my comb just to re-smooth out each section, just to make sure it's flat. I do this a lot with my textured hair clients, just to make sure that everything is flat, smooth, and nice and neat. And then I do it on both sides. I don't really do it in the middle, just because I know that one's a little bit smaller and already neat, but I make sure I recomb. It's a little bit more tedious, but I know it's gonna be worth it in the end, because as you can see, everything's smooth. This is roughly how big each little section of hair I'm going to be adding into each braid is. You gotta make sure it's even all the way around. Roughly for this style, and my magic number with most knotless braid styles is 5. So what that means, I'm adding in 5 pieces of hair into each braid. So I added in braid number 2, and this is where I usually flip my hand. Do what is comfortable for you. I know other braiders have different methods on how they do this. This is my method. I usually do 2 overhanded, and then I flip it to underhand, and I just find that very comfortable. After I add the 5th piece of hair, I braid like normal. Make sure whenever you add the hair, you're adding it into the same side always. Don't switch it up, because then you get lumps and bumps and the braid comes out wonky and it's not congruent, and it might be thicker on one side and small on the other. Just make sure you're adding it in on the same side always. And as I begin to braid down, sometimes you might see me grabbing the comb and trying to smooth out each piece of hair just to make sure that the braid is sleek and flat. That is the key thing with curly hair. You got to make sure everything is sleek and flat. All right, after I finished braiding her, I did apply foam on the top of her head. I know that's kind of out of frame and it's dried mostly. And then I braided her hair into 2 giant braids, and now what you see me doing is dipping her hair. This is going to secure the ends of the hair, but it's also going to give this wave effect like Beyonce. And then I towel dry and I make sure to pull on the ends. And now I'm adding oil sheen all the way through because we need that shiny sleekness. And it smells good. It's coconut. And this is what you see me doing now, is unraveling. And as you'll see, as I unravel, the hair is actually crinkly and wavy. We're basing this look off of Beyonce, one of her more popular box braid looks. So yeah. After I finished unraveling her, she loved it. She loves the hair, and I'm glad she loves it. I'll be sure to link what hair this is. I bought it off Amazon below. But yeah, this is all to it, you know. Add your oils, add your sheens, and that's pretty much it, guys. If you have any questions, please let me know in the comments below. As always, I appreciate all of your love and support, and thank you for tuning into this video. I hope this was pretty educational, and I hope this helped out some of you guys, you know. I hope to see you guys in the future for the next video. Bye!